like, when does it all start? Do they come to you with a shoe, a bunch of shoes? Do you kind of get to tweak them here and there? How is that process?
Yeah, I think it's honestly been like probably one of the coolest things I've got to do since, honestly, the process started at the end of my senior year when I was at Iowa, because I was deciding what shoe company I was going to go with. And I talked to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, and they all offered me a signature shoe, obviously some faster than others. And
something happened behind the scenes that has basketball fans asking one question. Is Caitlin Clark changing the business of women's basketball faster than anyone expected? It all started with a growing excitement surrounding Clark's long-awaited Nike signature shoe. Every update, every interview, and every new detail sent social media into a frenzy. Fans weren't just talking about the design. They were wondering who would be part of the campaign, what it would represent, and whether Nike was preparing something much bigger than a traditional athlete launch. Then another familiar name entered the conversation: Sophie Cunningham. After months of earning praise from Indiana Fever fans for her toughness, energy, and willingness to stand beside Clark during heated moments on the court, Sophie had become one of the league's fastest-growing personalities. Almost overnight, online discussions began connecting the two stars, with countless fan pages imagining what a joint campaign
offers. You can't beat that check, bro. You can't beat that check. Because, you know, at the end of the day, Nike gonna put the money up. But also, I just think it's something about being an athlete and you want to see somebody walking around in your Nike shoe. You can't guarantee you they're gonna walk around in the Under Armour shoe. You can't guarantee that they're gonna walk around in the Adidas. That Nike, if it's fly,
you're going to see it.
You're going to see it.
That girl Sabrina Ionescu got a dope Nike basketball sneaker. And I seen a lot of dudes hooping in it.
Really?
Yeah. She's nice. Caitlin, as long as she plays her game in the WNBA, she will make so much goddamn money and endorsements.
Could look like. Some even claimed huge sales numbers and a surprise collaboration. It's important to note that those reports remain unconfirmed and should be treated as speculation, not established fact. But here's what makes this story so fascinating. Whether those rumors prove true or not, one thing is impossible to ignore. Whenever Caitlin Clark's name is attached to a product, the level of attention is unlike anything the WNBA has seen in years. Companies are watching, sponsors are watching, and fans are refreshing their screens waiting for the next announcement. So why are people suddenly convinced that Clark's success could create opportunities for teammates?
I think for myself, like, you know, I kind of think about like what's kind of been important to me when I think about like shoes or sneakers, and I think like just the chaseability of them, and like you want a certain sneaker or like you want a certain colorway. So I think that's like going to be probably the most fun part. Like, okay, great. Like you have like the mold of the shoe and like what it is and the technology that's in it. But more so, I think I'm more excited about like making the certain colorways or collabing with certain brands or whatever it is. I know I definitely got a Chiefs colorway on the way, or PE or something. Maybe we can get Andy Reid to like coach them at some point or something.
Are you kidding me?
Or we can turn him into a cleat, or we get something like that.
Oh,
but
listen, you're speaking to me now. I'm game. It's so cool because a lot of like you're doing exactly what like I've always dreamed of doing in terms, because everybody that plays a sport or definitely is a hooper like dreams of having a signature shoe. Like it is the coolest shit ever. But I remember LeBron came out with his first signature shoe, and it was like he had this Hummer in high school, the notorious Hummer, and he kind of like shaped or like made the shoes kind of resemble a Hummer's like look and model and everything like that. Like when it comes down to like it being true to you, I can't wait to see exactly what this thing looks like. And you already know I'll be the first one in line to get them.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be cool. And it's crazy because LeBron's on shoe 23 now, which is like crazy to think about how long his signature line has lasted.
I know, it's crazy, and I've gotten all 23 of them.
You don't see like a lot of signature cleats in football, do you? Really? Like it's not really the same. Like Trav, you wear like your own PEs, like Jordan PEs, right? Don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shout out to Jordan. I think though,
like Sophie Cunningham, is this simply another viral internet rumor, or is it a sign that women's basketball has entered a completely new business era? By the end of this video, we'll separate the verified facts from the online speculation, explain why this story exploded across social media, and reveal why the entire sports marketing world is paying such close attention to what Caitlin Clark does next. To understand why this story gained so much momentum, you have to look at what Caitlin Clark has represented ever since she entered the professional game. Long before her first WNBA season, Clark had already become one of the biggest names in basketball. Her record-breaking career at Iowa attracted millions of new viewers, sold out arenas across the country, and convinced major brands that women's basketball was entering a completely different era. Companies weren't simply signing another rookie. They were investing in an athlete capable of moving the entire market. Nike recognized that potential early. Clark eventually signed a long-term endorsement agreement with the company, and Nike later confirmed that she would receive her own signature basketball shoe.
Still shoot. She plays like the centers in the NBA play now.
Sure, but nobody cares. Like, nobody wants... Jokic is the best player in the NBA, right?
Yes.
Nobody wants to buy his sneaker. Nobody wants to play like him. But he's the best player. Kyrie could say some fucking anti-Semitic shit, wild stuff, and I see him play, and I'm like, I need all them sneakers.
I wouldn't buy
every single day.
I wouldn't buy a Jokic sneaker, but I'll buy a Jokic scarf, or I'll buy a Jokic cow.
He should make a dad shoe.
There you go. like a boat shoe.
Yeah, like something.
Yeah.
You might be right.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is that could be Asia. Asia could be the best player in the league, but the companies know that nobody really wants to hoop like that, so they're not going to invest in a sneaker.
But don't you got to give her a shot? You at least got to give her a chance.
No.
Because if you gave... Who got a signature shoe in the WNBA? Caitlin Clark, Sabrina. Who Sabrina even play for?
I don't know, but
Liberty.
I think...
She plays for the Liberty?
Oh, I didn't know that. I think...
Pull up Sabrina's stat show. What is Sabrina doing to have a sneaker that Asia's not? That's what I need to know.
I think Sabrina got such a strong cosign from Kobe that, like...
But to my point, Asia signed the clutch. She's with Rich Paul. LeBron's posting about her all the time.
So Rich,
New
get it
Balance.
done.
That's New Balance.
New Balance?
Yeah.
Well, no, Rich Paul has a... Huh?
Just make sure your mic is...
Rich Paul has a deal with New Balance.
So get it done.
But it's fucking... I'm saying it's one of the biggest agencies in the game, if not the biggest. They should be able to get Asia Wilson a sneaker.
Anthony, what's the unibrow guy's name again? Anthony Davis. Nobody want to hoop like him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not buying no fucking Anthony Davis shoe. Objectively, incredibly skilled for his size, amazing touch, incredible basketball player. But I don't want to play basketball like that.
Yeah.
Like, I want to play.
Whose sneaker would we buy in the NBA?
Kyrie Irving.
Anthony Edwards right now.
Oh my God,
Edwards.
Edwards. He is... Like, if they don't get him out of Minnesota soon, like...
No, he's right where he needs to be,
he need to be in New York. He need to be in LA.
These guys are going to make such a deep run in the playoffs this year. They're fine. That Minnesota team is great.
Shout out to my boy Tim Connolly. Tim Connolly is the president of the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was also the president of the Denver Nuggets. He is the most slept on. He created the Denver Nugget team that ended up winning the championship. He gets fired.
They won a championship?
Son.
Oh, shit. Damn, I'm bugging.
You're tripping.
Last year, yes.
So,
yes.
He built that team, but Jamal got his knee blown out
Right.
before they could have won it the year before. Then he did, say again?
Nothing.
This guy's crazy. And now he's over in Minnesota. He builds this team, and they're going to go fucking crazy. They might go deep run in this playoffs.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
they got a great time. Yo, Anthony Edwards is right where he needs to be.
No, he needs to be in New York.
Nah,
the league needs him in New York.
I don't know if we had this conversation. I don't believe that.
That announcement alone created enormous excitement among basketball fans, sneaker collectors, and sports business analysts. Every interview about the project generated headlines because supporters wanted to know everything, from the technology inside the shoe to the colors, inspiration, and eventual release date. During several public appearances, Clark explained that she wanted to be involved in the creative process. She spoke about choosing performance features, developing colorways, and making sure the shoe reflected her personality as both a competitor and a basketball fan. Those comments only increased anticipation. At the same time, another storyline was quietly developing inside Indiana fever circles. Sophie Cunningham had become one of the team's most talked about veterans. Known for her physical style of play and fearless attitude, she earned respect from many fans who believed she...
In football, do you really? Like, it's not really the same. Like, Trav, you wear like your own PEs, like Jordan PEs, right? Don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shout out to Jordan. I think those fit my game the best just because I grew up in that like Jordan era of like, I kind of like that mid to high top like boot kind of feel, save the ankles, protect the ankles.
Yeah, seriously.
But it's ironic how like a lot of like LeBron's made his way to the football field.
Right.
Jordan's made his way to the football field. It's kind of like the basketball players kind of run that world of like what's on your feet, and it's always been because of how good you guys are on the court.
How much goes into the technology? I am curious about that, because that's one thing that I get frustrated a little bit with, like cleats, modern cleats. Sometimes I like, man, I wish these things grab better. I wish they had a different mold on the bottom of them. Like, were you super involved in that process as well?
Yeah, for sure. And like, obviously I'm pretty like picky about what I wear. Like I like a certain two Kobe models. So like I knew whatever I was going to put in my own shoe, it need to be like the equivalent of that technology or even better. And it's going to be even better. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, because I think it'll get people excited about it. And I think even like the Chinese market, like I was talking to some people at Nike, like over in China, like they'll cut open the inside of the Kobe's and like show people the technology that's on the inside of the shoe, because they're like, that means a lot to them. Like they want to know what they're getting out of the product.
Right.
Wow.
So I thought that was like really fascinating.
Cut that open? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. So it better be made well, but it will be.
I was about to say.
I've seen some videos where they'll like cut them in half.
She never backed away from protecting her teammates during emotional games. Her competitive personality and confidence helped build a loyal following that extended well beyond Indiana. As Clark's popularity continued to grow, fans naturally began connecting the two players. Every interaction between them on the court or during team activities quickly spread across social media. Photos went viral. Clips collected millions of views. Comment sections filled with people calling them one of the league's most entertaining teammate pairings. That's when online speculation started accelerating. Some fan accounts began suggesting that Nike, or another major brand, could eventually feature both players together in future marketing campaigns. Others went much further, claiming massive sales figures and secret business arrangements. However, none of those specific claims have been confirmed by Nike, Caitlin Clark, or Sophie Cunningham. Even so, the conversation had already taken on a life of its own. And once the internet starts imagining a partnership involving one of the biggest stars in basketball, the attention grows almost impossible to stop. As the conversation spread, the line between
also like I knew whatever I was going to put in my own shoe, it need to be like the equivalent of that technology or even better, and it's going to be even better. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, because I think it'll get people excited about it. And I think even like the Chinese market, like I was talking to some people at Nike, like over in China, like they'll cut open the inside of the Kobe's and like show people the technology that's on the inside of the shoe, because they're like, that means a lot to them. Like they want to know what they're getting out of the product.
Right.
Wow.
So I thought that was like really fascinating.
Cut that open? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. So it better be made well, but it will be.
I was about to say.
I've seen some videos where they'll like cut them in half, and you can like look at like a complete cross section of the whole thing.
So there's like a couple.
Verified news and online speculation became increasingly blurred. One post would suggest that Nike was planning something historic. Another claimed a surprise collaboration was already finished. Within hours, reaction videos, fan edits, and discussion threads were everywhere, each adding another layer to the story. Before long, thousands of fans were asking the same question: could Caitlin Clark's enormous marketing power also elevate the people around her? Here's what is confirmed. Caitlin Clark is one of the most marketable athletes in basketball today. Her games have driven record television ratings, increased attendance across the league, and attracted unprecedented corporate interest. Major brands clearly see her as one of the faces of the sport's future, and Nike's commitment to a signature shoe reflects that confidence. It's also true that Sophie Cunningham has experienced a noticeable rise in popularity. Her competitive style, outspoken personality, and chemistry with Indiana Fever fans have helped expand her profile. Every big moment involving the Fever seems to generate another wave of social media engagement, and Cunningham has become a regular part of those conversations. Where speculation begins is the claim that Clark shared a Nike endorsement package with Cunningham, or that a joint campaign generated specific multi-million-dollar sales in just a few hours. As of now, there is no official confirmation from Nike, Clark, Cunningham, or the Indiana Fever supporting those reports. But even without those unverified claims, the bigger story remains fascinating. Sports marketing has changed dramatically over the last few years. Fans no longer follow only individual athletes. They follow relationships, locker room chemistry, and authentic team dynamics. Supporters enjoy seeing players who genuinely appear to respect, and support one another, and those connections often become just as valuable to brands as individual accomplishments. That helps explain why so many fans immediately embrace the idea of Clark and Cunningham appearing together in future campaigns. Their on-court interactions have become widely shared online, and many supporters believe that pairing could resonate with basketball audiences. Whether that eventually happens is still unknown, but the level of interest alone demonstrates how much attention both players now command. Meanwhile, analysts continue watching Clark's growing influence beyond basketball. Every endorsement, interview, and product announcement becomes a major story because it reflects something larger than one athlete's success. It reflects the WNBA's expanding commercial reach and the increasing willingness of major companies to invest in women's basketball. If there is one lesson from this entire situation, it's that the business side of the league is evolving rapidly. Verified news now travels alongside rumors at incredible speed, making it more important than ever to separate confirmed announcements from online speculation. Yet regardless of which rumors prove true or false, one fact stands out. Caitlin Clark's presence has transformed the conversation around sponsorships, branding, and the future of women's basketball, and every new development is being watched by fans, companies, and the entire sports world. No matter how this particular story ends, one thing has become impossible to ignore. Caitlin Clark's influence now stretches far beyond the basketball court. Every endorsement announcement, every television appearance, and every new partnership instantly becomes national sports news. That kind of attention doesn't just benefit one player. It creates opportunities for teammates, franchises, sponsors, and the league itself. That's exactly why so many people have been watching Sophie Cunningham's rise alongside Clark. While Cunningham built her reputation through years of hard-nosed basketball and fearless competitiveness, her visibility has undoubtedly increased as more eyes have turned toward the Indiana Fever. Every game featuring Clark brings millions of new viewers, and those viewers naturally become familiar with the players sharing the floor with her. In today's sports world, exposure can be just as valuable as statistics. This is also why brands are paying closer attention than ever before. Companies no longer evaluate athletes only by points per game or championship rings. They study fan engagement, social media conversations, merchandise demand, and the emotional connection players build with their audience. Clark has become one of the strongest examples of that new reality, while Cunningham's growing popularity shows how quickly compelling personalities can attract loyal supporters. Still, it's important to separate excitement from confirmed news. Despite widespread discussion online, there is currently no verified evidence that Caitlin Clark shared part of her Nike endorsement with Sophie Cunningham or that the two launched a joint Nike campaign responsible for millions of dollars in sales. Those claims continue to circulate on social media, but they remain unconfirmed unless official announcements say otherwise. Even so, the speculation itself tells an incredible story. Fans clearly want to see these two players succeed together. Whether it's because of their chemistry on the court, their competitive attitudes, or the belief that they represent a new chapter for the Indiana Fever, supporters continue imagining what future collaborations could look like. If brands are paying attention, and they almost certainly are, that level of fan enthusiasm carries real value. The bigger picture may be even more important than any single endorsement. Women's basketball is experiencing unprecedented momentum. Attendance is growing. Television audiences continue to expand. Corporate investment is increasing. And every major move involving stars like Caitlin Clark draws even more attention to the league. So while the internet continues debating rumors and searching for the next big headline, the verified story is already remarkable enough. The WNBA is attracting more fans, more sponsors, and more business opportunities than it has in years, and Clark remains at the center of that transformation. Now the question belongs to you. If Nike or another major brand eventually decided to feature Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham together in an official campaign, do you think it would become one of the biggest marketing moments in WNBA history? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next major WNBA story. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because the biggest WNBA stories are just getting started. Every week brings new headlines, new debates, and new developments surrounding Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, the Indiana Fever, and the rest of the league. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. Do you think Caitlin Clark's growing influence is changing the business of women's basketball? And if Nike ever officially launches a campaign featuring Clark and Sophie Cunningham together, would it become one of the biggest sports marketing moments the WNBA has ever seen? Drop your opinion in the comments below. We read them all, and your comment could be featured in our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.